Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I'm back again to talk to you about things that you should or shouldn't do when you're going live. So when you're live streaming, one of the important things I've learned from watching other live streamers and seeing what people are doing across different platforms is that you should never undervalue your attractiveness, right? So it's a reality. People are going to watch you because they like to look at you, right? So there's got to be some kind of reason they're going to watch you over and over again. So you need to think about what it is about you that would attract your audience. No, I don't necessarily mean it's a beauty contest. It's not that simple. There's things that you do about you that make you attractive. It could be your background. It could be the ambiance. It could be your setting. Those things will also influence the people's ability to relate to you and want to spend time with you and follow you, right? But you can't undervalue your attractiveness either, right? You want to be clean shaven. You want to be clean cut. You want to do things that portray your audience. If you're trying to, do something that's more professional, you're trying to be casual, just let it go. If you're trying to impress a bunch of people that you would normally meet in a club, then you want to dress up and you want to have, makeup and do your stuff up really nicely. I mean, it really varies, right? But you need to know what you should do. How do you determine what your audience finds attractive? And again, I'm not just talking about attractive in terms of beauty. I'm talking about attractive as far as like what gets their interest and keeps it, right? So what makes you attractive? Taking the time to look good is important, right? You want to look, for me, I'm small business, right? For me, I'm all about virtual staffing. I probably could dress up a little nicer, but that's not my style, right? It's not what I'm trying to do, right? I'm trying to take a very casual approach to helping small business owners get more virtual assistant help to be able to grow their business, right? So, simple background, simple dress, something like that. Really, I'm trying to get people to watch me because I have it up here. And what I do is to showcase my experience, my knowledge, my ability to help a business solve their problems. But you have to think of the same thing for you. What is it that your audience will want to see to make sure that they want to be around you, that they would be in the room with you in person? What makes you attractive, interesting, someone they would sit down and talk to you? Think about that and roll that into your live stream. So that's my tip for now. I'll be back again soon with more tips on how to make your live more successful. Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I'm back again with another do's and don'ts tip about going live. So one thing that you should do when you go live is know your venue, right? You want to make sure that you do have a venue that is good quality for sound, for lighting, for lack of distractions. It could be a room, it could be a location in a house or somewhere where it's able for you to really minimize noise around you, minimize bad lighting, minimize people walking into the screen. One of the things I see with people that go live is that when they have their personal life interfere with a live, yeah, it's kind of cute and adorable in small little chunks, like little pieces of it here and there. But if it's regular and consistent, people are going to lose interest. They want to watch you, not watch you with your kids, not watch you with your, family, with your friends. They want to watch you because you're delivering something to them that they want in their lives, right? They're choosing to be part of your audience, right? So know your venue. Make sure that you set up your venue appropriately, right? So my venue includes good lighting, it includes good sound, it includes like the tools around my business I need to kind of share with you that I'm credible at what I do, that I can help a business based on my knowledge I have up here, my experience, my expertise, what I've done in my professional career. Those things all come across in things like my banner and my bookcase and the map, right? So I know my venue when I'm trying to talk about virtual staffing. Now, if I was trying to get people to want to go and take a trip with me, go whitewater rafting, I wouldn't be sitting here, right? Or if I wanted to get people to join my viewership to listen to my music, or to watch me dance or watch me perform, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be doing something much more different, right? So that's the whole point. Know your venue. With the knowledge of your venue in mind, it helps you think about what your audience wants, needs, and eventually requires to keep coming back to see you. So you want to make sure that you don't have any interruptions or accidents, your internet's strong, you don't have a lot of lagging, you don't have a lot of dead time. Those are killers, right? So make sure you have good place to broadcast, make sure you have a consistent broadcast, and you'll be fine. So those are some do's and don'ts of going live. I'll be back again soon with more tips for you. Now go out there and have a great day. Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I'm back again with another tip for going live, right? This is something you really have to pay attention to. If you're live streaming on a regular basis, you probably already think about this a lot, but you got to have good bandwidth, right? You got to have consistent internet. One of the biggest challenges to people that are trying to get into live is when they don't have the great internet quality. And that could be a deal killer, right? That really is something your audience is going to depend on. They want to be able to hear you, see you, and feel like they're in the room with you, no matter what kind of room that is. And if you're not doing that consistently, they're going to leave and find someone else, right? So of all the things you spend money on, if you're trying to really grow your business or grow your message or impact your audience through live streaming, the most important thing you can spend money on is high speed, high quality internet. So however you can get that done, that's like priority one, right? And you want to make sure that the internet's consistent and not choppy and doesn't lag, right? Those are super important things, right? So do a speed test from your location before you go live. Make sure that it works. If you just do speed test, Google search on speed test, you'll see a bunch of sites where you can do a speed test to see where you're at right now, what kind of Wi-Fi you're on. If you're doing a live from a phone, you want to make sure you have your, things turned off so you don't get interruptions, notifications, that kind of stuff. If you're doing live from your laptop, have your Facebook closed, have your messaging apps not set to ping when you're in the middle of your live. So people know you're focused on them, right? People don't want to watch you if you're distracted. They want it to feel like you're having that one-on-one conversation, that you're making eye contact and you really care about them because they're taking the time to care about you. So know your bandwidth. It can be a killer. In fact, it's probably the biggest killer in the potential success of a person who wants to be famous or just wants to have influence, have impact, to do good things. If you're not able to consistently connect, people will leave. So know your bandwidth. That's my tip for today. I'll be back again soon with more tips on how to make your live more successful. Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I'm back again to talk to you about do's and don'ts for going live, right? And today's tip is have great sound. Right? So sound comes in two ways. Sound based on what you do in your background, in your environment, to be able to get your audience to have a certain mindset, a certain mood, right? And then the sound they hear coming from your voice, right? So having a good quality microphone or headsets are super important. Depending on what you're doing, you either want to have a good microphone or you want to have a good headset. Just having earbuds and a simple, dangly microphone is probably not the best, especially if you're moving around a lot. If you're sitting still, you're sitting in a chair the whole time you're doing live, you want to make sure that you have a quality microphone and camera. If you're out there doing things outside, you want to have a good GoPro or some kind of thing that's going to get good quality imaging and also picks up sounds. You want to have some kind of sound mic. Most phones that are good quality smartphones are okay at that, but they're not even like the best iPhones and the best Androids aren't the best sometimes for going live outside. So know your environment, right? Know what you're doing as far as what can cause people to be distracted if your sound is interrupted, if your sound is not easy to understand. That's key, right? A good, way to think about technology behind this is you can do things if you understand how to really do podcasting, or if you want to learn more about that, I can help you with that. I have virtual assistants that can help you set up things like a compressor or an exciter on your audio, can clean your audio so that when you're streaming, it's as good as possible. So that's what you want to make sure you're doing, right? Your sound is super important. Great sound is a key to success when you go live. So that's my tip for today. I'll be back again soon with more do's and don'ts on going live. Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I'm back to talk to you again about going live, about do's and don'ts when you're using live, whether you're on Facebook or you're on Twitch or you're doing something that's live through YouTube or using something like Bigo. Whatever you're doing at going live, you want to make sure that you are really, really thoughtful in how you request action. And you don't want to beg for people to do things. Now, what I mean by requesting action, of course, I mean asking to like you or to share you or to comment or to do things that interact with you, whether it be, trying to get them to take action to benefit you in some way, whether it be financially or helping share your message. You want to come across as sincere, as from the heart, but you don't want to come across as begging for it, right? I see a lot of people out there that are trying to get their audience to grow by kind of like looking in the camera and going, please, help me, support me, do whatever. That doesn't work, right? People don't really like that. They want to see somebody that inspires them, that engages them, that makes them feel like they want to be someone they can be friends with. When you're looking in the camera, you want to think you're looking in the eyes of somebody right across from you, right? So you're making that one-to-one connection. And when you're doing that, you want to ask them to take action for you. You want to ask them to, again, like, share, comment, whatever it is you need them to do to help you. The reason why you're doing this live is to do something that will get somebody to do something else. You're broadcasting to an audience for a reason, right? So you want to think about how you're engaging when you stream. This is super important, right? So when you request action, be polite about it. Be kind about it. Don't beg for it. Don't make people feel guilty. Just say, this is why I'm doing it. This is the benefit of doing it. I would really appreciate your help, your support, your comments, your feedback, whatever it may be, right? Just do that, and you'll get much more support than you would if you were saying, hey, can you please help me, over and over again throughout your life. So there you go. That's my tip for today. Make sure that you request action. Don't beg for it. I'll be back again soon with more tips on how to be successful when you go live.